I was able to get my son this beat up BMW E36 5-speed manual 4-door since he's been wanting one of these for a while. Now this thing didn't shift into first or second gear. It did come overheating and with a courtesy battery light on. I did offer him a 330Z HP 6-speed manual slick top that I restored pretty nicely to OEM spec, and this one was also a project. In case you missed part 1 and 2 of the 330Z HP, you can find it here on my YouTube channel. And now it's time to take care of that overheating light, since in the previous episode, this is episode 4, we already took care of the battery light. So you might want to check out the previous episodes to catch up. Since the fan shroud was completely damaged, we decided to pick up a new one. And this universal 16-inch motor is actually damaged, so we also picked up a new one from Mishimoto. Okay, Vic. I'm gonna put this, you see here? Slide it in. You know what? It's gonna be hard to put the fan motors. So this is what I came up with. I always have this thin aluminum here because it's very nice and easy to work with. So I bent it, gave it a little hole here, and it's gonna slide right in place. And we'll secure it with a nut. So now you can really see how well this actually came out. It's pretty solid, it ain't going anywhere, and it's not gonna be flimsy. So I think this worked well.
Here we have the reservoir, and the reservoir you have to connect this hose that comes from the engine, and it has to be from inside the shroud. So it takes a little finessing, but I had to remove the radiator out one more time.
So the one thing that we do still have pending is to be able to connect the fan motor. The previous owner had just put 2 butt connectors, and you have to cut it every single time you do this. So I was able to pick this up from my local AutoZone. Nice little plug, and this will work perfectly fine. So I want to make sure I bring the car up to temperature and make sure that the fan motor is actually going with the wind and is actually pulling the hot air out. If not, then you have to invert the cables to make sure it's not, you know, pushing it front. You want to pull it back. So next, obviously this car didn't come with an electric fan. So these 2 cables, one goes to ground and the other one's your power source. And I don't have any power source here. So I already don't want to connect it because I know it's not working. Now, I gotta find out which way they did it. So what I'm gonna do is trace back this wire and see where it leads me to. There's a common radiator everyone uses, and there's a power source in there. As you can see right there, that's our switch, more than likely to turn on and off that fan. And we see it right in here. They snaked it in through here. And the only thing that pops off that does not look factory is this switch here. Let me see something. Yeah, there it is. Yep, the 2 cables. Yeah, so they have it set up where they turn it on and off. All right, let's keep going. So the first order of business is to check a fuse. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, it's blown. So I do have another 30 amp, brand new. Let's see if we get lucky this way. All right, now that we have the connections made, we want to make sure that the fan is spinning the correct way. So we're going to give this a try. So it's perfect. Right there I feel the air completely coming out.
So a main issue this vehicle has is that first gear doesn't go in, nor second. Third does. Fourth, you have to persuade it a little more. Fifth, yes. Reverse, yes. So we're gonna swap out the fluid and see if that does anything.
You really want to remove is the refill bolt. You don't want to drain and then not be able to refill. So refill is the first one.
So I decided to go with the ZF Lifeguard Fluid 5. Now, I read a lot online for a similar issue that I had on the forums, and of course, someone's first and second gear didn't want to go in, and they recommended this, and they said it worked perfectly. So before I swap out transmissions, I figured to give this a try, and also picked up this pump to transfer the fluid inside. Let's see how it goes.
In the last episode, I'm going to give you a breakdown of everything that was spent in this M3 so we could tally up to see exactly how much I actually spent.
So I'm gonna pour a little bit of water since I really don't know if everything else is gonna work, and I'm gonna have to be draining out coolant and whatnot. I'd rather just spend a little bit of money on distilled water and also provides a good flush while I kind of situate the whole car and make sure everything's working correctly with it. What I really want to do is get that transmission up to temperature to see if it actually works. And I know it's not going to be a harsh temperature, but something. All right, moment of truth. Let's see. Third, fourth, fifth, reverse. Okay, it goes in a little harsh. Second goes in harsh though. Third and fourth are smooth. Fifth is smooth. Reverse is smooth, but all right, it's going in. So it did help a little bit, but damn, this thing's aggressive. Yeah, that's still harsh. Not good.
All right, so I have it on. I want to make sure that that fan's gonna work out for us.
So I'm gonna take it for a spin to see what that transmission does once it gets to temperature, and we'll take it from there. Let's see how it goes.
All right, so let's take a look. First gear. It goes a little hard. Let's see how it drives. Second gear went in smooth. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right, we'll try again. First gear. A little smoother. Okay. And we have a power steering pump issue. You hear it. Okay, there you go. Second gear went in nice. Third gear nice. Fourth is good. And fifth is good. Fourth synchronized, third synchronized, and second synchronized. That went smoothly. Okay. All right, first gear went in okay. A little better. It's getting better.
Second gear, hopefully, yeah, smoothly. Okay. This might work. Third gear is good.
I don't think she's limping.
Let's see, it's too early to tell. We gotta take it for a good spin. Power steering pump sucks. Yeah, I think it's about to blow up any second. You can hear it whine. Let's do another first gear. Yeah. All right, Vic, I think we're good. It went in pretty good. That fluid actually worked. I read it on the forums, and it actually does work.
Let's go back to it.
All right, our first drive, and we have no AC. Well, Vic's first drive. This window doesn't go down because if it does, it just completely goes out of whack. So when you have one window going there, but it's moving though. Vic shifting in second.
And here's a sneak peek of the next episode. We're going to be tackling the front end suspension. So if you're enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe and follow the journey of my son and I building his dream M3.